Meet Amar and Millie, two dedicated members of the sales team at Value First Financial. They're both driven, but in very different ways. Amar's natural confidence and energy push him toward ambitious goals, while Millie's organized and disciplined approach keeps the team grounded. Today, both are on a journey to uncover what truly drives them and to understand how their unique strengths can blend seamlessly to create better outcomes. Values shape Amar and Millie's thoughts, words, and actions. They act as an inner compass, naturally guiding them toward what matters most in their lives. When their values align with their actions, they find greater purpose and fulfillment both at home and at work. But in a team environment, understanding each other's values also leads to stronger, more effective collaboration. Here's the R180 Value Atlas, a dynamic map of 52 core values organized across 4 distinct zones: global vision, personal empowerment, regulation, and openness. Each zone in the Value Atlas is comprised of values that are representative of the zones in which they sit. Global vision pertains to an outward-looking perspective. Personal empowerment is all about prioritizing oneself. Regulation refers to the need for structure and order. Openness relates to one's desire for novelty and exploration. For Amar and Millie, these zones represent different motivations and ways of thinking. Each zone has values that work in harmony and others that sometimes compete for attention, reflecting the complexity of what drives us. Let's take a closer look at Amar and Millie's selected values. Amar's heaviest zone is openness, whereas values like creativity, excitement, and flexibility push him to pursue new challenges. Millie, on the other hand, leans much more toward the regulation zone, where values like order, self-control, and responsibility drive her to prioritize structure, stability, and meticulous planning. Millie's love for preparation and consistency creates a strong foundation for the team, while Amar's drive to push boundaries fuels their forward momentum. Together, they create a powerful balance. However, Amar's love for spontaneity and Millie's preference for order often turn last-minute changes into a source of tension between them. As a result, Amar and Millie's values are shaped not only by their strengths, but also by their blockers, those subtle habits, biases, or tendencies that can derail their best intentions. These blockers operate beneath the surface, quietly influencing their actions without them even realizing it. Jonathan Haidt, renowned social psychologist, calls us to think of their minds as an elephant and a rider. The rider represents their logical, rational thinking, the part that makes decisions and plans. The elephant is the emotional drive, powerful and instinctive. For Amar, the maverick elephant is impulsive, driving him to focus on innovation and individual achievement, often leading him to make decisions without consulting others. Millie's elephants, however, are more like a mismatched pair. One is the stencil elephant, obsessed with creating the perfect blueprint before making a move, and the other is the forest elephant, so rooted in tradition that it's practically glued to its favorite tree, resistant to change. Together, they make quite the team, but only if Amar can rein in his maverick elephant before it runs off to the next big idea, and Millie can coax her stencil and forest elephants out of their comfort zones without sending them into a panic. It's all about finding that sweet spot where bold moves meet careful planning, and both elephants can happily coexist. By recognizing and honing their blockers, Amar and Millie can train their elephants, leveraging each other's strengths while reducing friction. As Amar and Millie continue to align their actions with their values, they can begin to perpetuate these principles at the core of everything they do. R180 guides them to integrate their values sustainably, turning purpose into daily action. By embracing radical truth and openness to change, they ignite a transformative journey, unlocking deeper meaning, achieving lasting success, and inspiring those around them to do the same. Now that you've gotten a glimpse into Amar and Millie's journey, it's time to reflect on your own values and blockers. Just like Amar and Millie, you are about to embark on a process to uncover what matters most to you and how you can bring your best self at home and in the workplace. Enjoy the ride and let these insights guide you to a more values-driven life and stronger connections with others.